out some trash, get the dog out. We're out of here. It feels like a while. It's been about 2 weeks here in Boston, which makes you feel like you're just part of the city, which is really nice. We love this marina. Everyone here is so nice, and it's perfectly located. I feel good to cruise though. Go ahead, go Captain, go. Go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. I've been trying to get these shots where, like, you know, like the dog's like leading you out in front, but he won't go out in front of me. I guess it's it just sticks by my side, which is good. He won't pull though. It feels there he goes. It's about as far away from me as he'll get. That's funny. Unless he sees a rat out here and then he's out of here. There's a lot of rats.
It is definitely time to head south. It is freezing. I'm out here freezing. Not even this pullover can keep me warm. Today, just putting in all the fenders and lines. We sadly lost a fender. Don't know how it happened. I think the knot on the very bottom came undone or it slipped over it somehow. So rest in peace, fender. Sad day. I hate losing those. They're so expensive. Anyway, the Constitution is coming through with the sun behind it, and it is epic looking. This camera doesn't do it justice.
If I had a boat, I would sail out, take every brother and sister of mine, roll in the sunshine and sleep when it's dark.
So we're just pulling out of the city. We're almost all the way through. I'm hoping our previous footage that I filmed, the mic just fell off, so I'm hoping the audio was actually recording, but it's a little bit rolly. I'm hoping it's a smooth, easy ride. We're trying to time the canal that connects Cape Cod down to the Long Island Sound, so you don't have to go all the way around the Cape. So hopefully we time that current properly. You just never know.
It's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black, 'cause it's black, it's all black, Blackwater.
I'm just gonna film Leo. Hey Leo, are you feel sick? How many times has he thrown up?
Once.
Just once. Now he's just hanging out.
He doesn't look like he feels good.
I ate half of a bagel.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Yeah, it's kind of crappy.
Fighting it well, but my house is on fire. There's no one left to tell. Just take what is given. The doors have been sealed.
So it's smoothed out quite a bit because we have the protection of the Cape right now, so that helps. But poor Leo doesn't have his sea legs and he's thrown up. I thought babies weren't supposed to get very seasick, but I feel so bad for him. He throws up and then he smiles. Makes me feel like a bad mom.
Yes, man. Oh, the whole world's mine. 'Cause it's mine.
We are about to go through the Long Island. What? We're going through the Cape Cod Canal and to the Long Island Sound. So we have no idea where we're gonna put the boat tonight or if we're gonna keep on driving. The sea state is a little funny. It's not bad, but we're a little bit more cautious now with Leo. If he threw up this morning, and just to give you an idea of like what he threw up in, it was probably meter waves just coming from the wrong direction, and he can't move around, and so he has to stay still. It gets kind of antsy, and then well, you know, if you feel sick, you sit still, but he hasn't figured that out yet. So in that case, it's so much easier going through the night because he's already sleeping. It's a lot easier for the person watching him during the day. So we may just continue through the night. There's not that big of a wave. They're like a meter to a meter and a half overnight in Long Island Sound, but the problem is that there's gonna be like 20 and 25 knot gusts, and the duration of the swell is about 4 seconds. So normally that's still pretty quick duration. I'm not sure how that would feel. It's coming from directly behind. Normally that's totally fine. We're just trying to be as careful as possible. But to be continued, to figure out where the plans are. Right now it's gonna be great because we're going through the canal and everything's protected. Just how it is. We're hoping to get put away maybe in Port Washington, because then we can go into the city, and there's a little bit of bad weather. We kind of have to wait for weather going around New Jersey, and that way we can have a lot more to do in that area than other areas. There's always a lot. There's a lot to do in all the areas. I guess right now we're kind of just looking to go into the city, I think. So that's it.
Mad out there. It's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black. 'Cause it's black, it's all black.
We're about to go through the Cape Cod Canal right now, and the Cape Cod Canal has a good current going through it, and we are going right at the fastest time. So it's going to be pushing us through that canal as fast as possible. I've been watching the other boats go into the canal just on my charts here, and I'm excited to get this super boost that we're gonna get here. We'll see how good it gets. You gotta pay attention when you get boosted like that. I mean, it's a good thing to call it, right? Boosted. But when you get boosted like that, because if you don't make your turns properly, you can get off course really quickly. So it's not like normal trawler boating where it's like, you know, you can just go, you take it slow, it's fine. You gotta be paying attention. So we're in the canal. It's not what I was hoping. It's only about 10.5 knots. I wanted a couple knots faster than that. It always feels nice to have a fast boat for a second, but it's not that fast at 10 knots. .4, it's getting faster. Oh, we just had 13. Slowing down. We just had 13 knots. You saw it at 12.9, but felt good. It felt good to go faster.
Do you have your volume up?
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect. Yay! How are you doing?
Good, how are you? Oh, I see
You're
you.
writing?
Oh, no, I see you now. I see you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's
All
probably
right.
loading.
So I'm going to read your paragraph that you started already.
Okay.
And
What are you doing?
Wow, it's a good time to clean this. We're gonna get a better space to put the lines in
For
here
our
so
new
they stay
shiny lines.
stay a little cleaner.
New shiny lines are gonna go in the cabinet instead of in the wells.
Getting rid of my hose collection.
Just Leo's yanking on the camera. Ah!
Okay, so for a while we've been storing the lines on the deck, in the wells on the side of the deck. This is a bad idea. We do it because it's easy, and we do it because they're very, very heavy lines, so we've never had a swell where they've bounced at all or anything like that. They get salt on them, they get UV light, they get weather. It's just not good for your lines. Your lines get brittle, and we did it out of convenience, but it was a bad habit. So I think it makes a lot more sense to keep them in the hatches on the Portuguese bridge, which it's about time that we run a proper line operation here and we start putting them in the right places. It's easy to get in the habit of not, because you're moving so much. You put away the lines, you're gonna tie up again in a very short amount of time, and what happens is those spare few lines just end up sitting on the deck that you didn't use for the dock, or if you anchor, you don't move them into the bid. It's definitely better for the lines long term. Just they feel softer, they feel better, not getting the elements as quite as much. Try to keep them out of the salt as much as possible.
What?
Smells good.
It's windy out there and it's blowing it straight in here. Should taste good too. Hopefully it tastes good. Good old spaghetti, the classic dinner, underway. It's easy.
The meat is the...
As long as you don't throw it up, you're good.
It's supposed to get a little better. It's not that bad.
But down here, it's pretty wishy-washy. I don't feel very good, actually. I feel pretty sick. Buy organic ground beef. It's hard. Isn't all beef organic? What's an animal? How is an animal not organic?
I didn't record the first part.
What?
I didn't record your
Oh,
question.
isn't all beef organic? I bought organic beef at Trader Joe's because that's all they had. But aren't all animals organic? Like, they're not robo animals.
It means that you don't have like antibiotics and different sort of
Growth
hormones. Yeah, so you don't grow a third toe or something like that if you eat it.
Got it. Got it, got it.
You don't like that, a third toe?
I don't want a third toe. But we already have 3 toes. You mean a 6th toe?
Yeah.
A 3rd nipple? Okay, you should drive. There's no one up there. And can you check on Leo too? Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Go potty. Go potty. Nope. Keep going. Go potty. So So for those of you that are super curious, which is like all of you, I swear, want to know where Captain goes to the bathroom on the boat. And it's not as glamorous as you think. We've tried puppy pads, we've tried grass mats. They are all gross and they stink and you can't clean them easily, but guess what you can clean easily? Fiberglass decks. So he has one spot in the very back of the tender deck. He goes, after I set this down, I will pick it up with a shovel, toss it overboard, hose off the pee, and clean the shovel. And that's that, folks. Really not a big deal. People always ask, like, where do your dogs go to the bathroom? They're so curious, but that's honestly truly it. So I can also see this being the title of our video because we get asked this question so many times, like, where does your dog go to the bathroom? Anyway, that's it, folks. Alright, if you're new here, then you won't be used to these videos, but usually we jump on at the end of a day cruise and we talk about how we're going into night mode. If you don't know what that means, it means switching all of our screens and dimming them and turning them into, most of these have settings that literally say night mode, so it doesn't ruin your night vision. So we actually have red lights all through our pilot house too to help us keep our night vision. I think we should have a barely full moon tonight as long as the sky clears up, which it's looking like it is. That'll be very helpful just to have a little bit of visibility underway. We've decided to go overnight just because of a lot of reasons. Mostly it's easier with Leo and the kids because it's like a cruise. They get to wake up in a new place and they don't have to waste their day cruising. Sometimes they want to cruise and sometimes they just want to be somewhere off the boat running around being kids. So right now is one of those times, so we're giving it to them. Brayden and I will take turns driving tonight, and then yeah, I think we'll get to Port Washington in the morning around like 9, I'm guessing. And then I think we're gonna try to go into New York. There's a train that you can take in. It takes like 45 minutes. It's pretty handy. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing really else to say other than the weather's kind of crappy. I hope it improves. It might not. It actually might get worse. I hope that's not the case though. Anyway, this is just a day of cruising in lumpy, bumpy weather. Check it out. Full moon, people. The camera doesn't make it look very pretty, but oh my gosh. That is awesome.
Okay, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:55, a little bit later than 2 o'clock, I guess. And we're going strong. The waves have really evened out. Every once in a while, you get a big wave and it's hitting right on the, kind of right there on the port side stern, and it kind of turns you around a little bit. Not really, but it, you know, feels like a lot of movement. And then they just come out of nowhere and you can't see them coming because you can't see out there really. So it's kind of a, give you a little bit of a wake-up call every once in a while. But overall, I think we made a good choice to go overnight. It's definitely a lot smoother than what I think it's projected to be tomorrow. So keep going.
are exactly 4 boats out on the Long Island Sound right now. That's it, 4 that I can see on the radar and AIS. 3 of them are NORDHAVNs. There's a big, it's called Dive Master. I think it's a big one, maybe in the 80 foot range, 70, 80, I don't know. And then there's us, and then there's Solway Coast. They're way back because they anchored for the night and we went overnight. And then there's a tug that I just showed you. Just says something about the brand. Just saying. Wow, 33 knots of wind.
All right, we got 30, well no, Brooke, it's 35. 35 knots of wind. And so Brooke's like, why are we heeling over so much? Did you not transfer fuel? You didn't say that, did you? You didn't say anything about the fuel. But we have a good...
That's very close. Can you zoom it out?
Do you want me to zoom it out?
Yeah.
I like it to be close. I wash my face, I just want everyone to know. Yeah, so we're heeling over a ton. Good amount, enough to make it like a sailboat.
Well, I'm worried about trying to hook a mooring.
What are you talking about? I'm the one that got the hook.
Well, I have to get you to the mooring. There's this guy anchored right here. Is this an anchorage? Because that looks calm right there.
Yeah, you can go in that right there if you want to. That's a Fleming. We trust them.
Is that an anchorage though? It doesn't say it is.
Yeah, it definitely is. It says it is on there.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It is though. It is.
Whatever, we can go peek in here and then turn around.
It's calmed down a lot. The waves are.
The wind
done.
has gone.
And the wind
crazier.
wind's 30 knots. I thought the wind got better, but it's not
No.
better. All right, I'm gonna go grab these lines just in case.
Okay.
So, this isn't like Bahamas rain. Normally when it's raining, it's warm outside because it's summer.
It's freezing. And
But it's not warm out there. It's
30
It's
knots.
50 degrees.
And I can't even see anything up here.
So
I see
Brooke
no-
says, Brooke, what's my requirements?
You got 1 shot.
She says I have
I don't
one
want to do this.
I'm like,
It's
what happens if I
crowded.
don't get it in 1 shot? We
have to.
We'd sink? What's gonna happen if we don't get
There's
it?
a NORDHAVN right there. It's so crowded that you've got 1 shot to get on this mooring.
Okay.
It is packed in there.
We got it. You know what? I have 1 shot. I'll do my job perfect. You just need to do your job perfect.
I'll try.
Okay, if we don't get it, it's not my fault. It's probably because it was driver error.
You're the worst. Go on. Let's look at this. Alright, we got in. We're moored, we're attached to our mooring, we're all good. It is windy, it is rainy, it is cold. It is time to get to warmer weather, y'all. It is time. We will see you all next